Welcome back to Evolution Timelapse, the channel where time stands still and the world does not. Today we travel to a city that has stood on the eastern shore of the Mediterranean for more than 11,000 years. A city older than Babylon, older than Athens, older than Rome. A city that was a colony of pharaohs, a stronghold of Philistines, a prize for Alexander the Great, a center of Byzantine learning, a Crusader keep, an Ottoman pearl on the road to Egypt, and today, the most destroyed place on earth. We lock our camera on a single point in Gaza. We do not move, and we let time do what only time can do, to a land that has never, in all of human history, been allowed to rest. In the late summer of the year 332 before Christ, a young man of 24 stood beneath the walls of Gaza and stared up at the impossible. Alexander of Macedon had just torn through the entire Persian Empire. Tyre, the greatest fortress in the Mediterranean, had fallen to him after 7 months. Egypt was waiting for him with open arms just 3 weeks' march away. Between him and the Nile stood only one city, Gaza, a small, dusty, fortified town on a tell of sand and stone, perched between the desert and the sea. Its garrison commander was a Persian eunuch named Batis, who had been left there by the great king with a few thousand Arab and Persian mercenaries. Batis had a choice. He could open the gates, surrender like every other coastal city had done, and live. Or he could refuse. He refused. What followed has been called by ancient historians the most stubborn siege of Alexander's entire career. The walls of Gaza were thick. The tell was high. The Macedonian siege engines designed for the flat shores of Tyre could not reach the top. So Alexander did what no one had ever done before. He ordered his engineers to build a ramp, not a small earthen ramp, a mountain, a man-made hill of sand and rubble nearly 250 meters wide, rising slowly toward the level of Gaza's walls. For 2 months, his men hauled earth in baskets under the desert sun, while Gaza's defenders rained arrows down on them. Alexander himself was wounded twice during the siege, once in the shoulder by a catapult bolt that nearly killed him, and once in the leg by a defender's stone. His most trusted seer warned him that the city would fall, but that the king himself would be in grave danger. The seer was right. After 5 months, the ramp was finished. The siege towers rolled up. The walls were breached. Gaza fell. According to Arrian, every adult male defender was killed in the final assault. Batis the eunuch, captured alive and refusing to bow, was dragged behind Alexander's chariot around the city walls, a deliberate echo of what Achilles had once done to Hector at Troy. Alexander resettled the city with people from the surrounding villages, took its enormous reserves of incense and myrrh as plunder, and marched on to Egypt. He never came back, but the city did. Within a generation, Gaza was rebuilt. Within 2, it was prospering under the Ptolemies. Within 4, it was a Hellenistic jewel of the Levant. And here is the thing that has stayed with us at Evolution Timelapse more than anything else while we made this video. 5 months of Alexander the Great hurling the most advanced military in the ancient world at Gaza. And Gaza came back. Every empire that has tried to break this city has eventually packed up and left. The walls have fallen, the people have stayed. That is the real story. A word from us at Evolution Timelapse. We have built this channel around a simple idea that the only honest way to understand a place is to see it across time. Not just the news, not just one moment, the full sweep. When we began researching this episode, we knew it would be the hardest one we have made. Gaza has lived through every empire, survived every army, rebuilt itself again and again, and at this exact moment in history, it is being asked to do so once more. We are not historians. We are not politicians. We are storytellers with a camera that does not move. And what the camera shows us is this, that no matter how many times this land has been broken, it has always come back, older, wiser, and in the end, often more beautiful than before. That is why we ended this video not with rubble, but with the year 2050, with palm trees on a rebuilt corniche, with families walking by the sea, with a Gaza that has chosen to live again. We do not know if that future will arrive on schedule, but we believe it will arrive. History has a long memory and an even longer patience. Thank you for watching. Thank you for staying with us through 11,000 years in a single frame. If this journey moved you, share it with someone who needs to see it. Subscribe to Evolution Timelapse because the story of our world is not finished, and neither are we. Until next time, take care of each other. See you in the next millennium.